Okay, guys, Kentucky beats Arkansas 24-20. And I tell you what, we saw a very special game from Lynn Bowden. This was a very nice performance from him. I didn't see it coming in this fashion. I thought he might have some rushing yards, of course, but not in this fashion. He was only 7 for 11, 78 yards and a touchdown. Kentucky scores 24 points, of course. Bowden had 24 carries, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns. And I like what he did, people, of course, but he did it against Arkansas. Of course, we all know we play Georgia this week. And can he survive the rest of the season playing like this, people? Because he's not a passing quarterback. I mean, run first, pass second quarterback possibly. But Bowden, 196 yards, Rose, 90 yards, Smoke, 45 yards, Hayes, 2 yards. It was great to see, people. You know, we've struggled, lost 3 in a row, and Kentucky pulled it out. What a great performance from Lynn Bowden. I used to call him Bowden. It's Bowden. But I'm proud of him. You know, with 500 now, overall, of course, we're still struggling in the SEC. But now Kentucky travels to Georgia to play number 10 Georgia after Georgia got shocked last week. Was it South Carolina that beat them? I think it was. So, you know, you wonder about this game coming up, people. Georgia pretty much has played themselves out of the playoffs, or have they? You wonder about that. I think they still possibly can get into the playoffs, of course, if they can win the SEC. So, I don't see a lot of people thinking they're going to be down and out. But Georgia now, they're pretty much playing do or die games because they have to pretty much win out and win the SEC to make the playoffs. So we'll see. South Carolina beat them in overtime 20-17. It was I didn't watch that game. I just heard about it after the fact because who would have thought that South Carolina would beat Georgia at Georgia? Georgia's first loss in the SEC since 2016, sometime in 2016. So what a game overall, people. Nobody saw that coming. So, Georgia and Kentucky now. Will Georgia lay down? I don't think so. I think Georgia will come out now, and they will be more focused than ever before. I would like to say Kentucky has a chance this game, but I don't see it. Unless Georgia really has some problems with their team, I don't see how Kentucky can win this game. But the main thing is, people, is if Kentucky can put on a good show, is Lynn Bowden for real? That's what I want to learn this game. You know, you never know. Lynn Bowden may show up 100 yards, 150 yards rushing. He may dominate the game. Kentucky may win it in the fourth quarter. So, you know, we're going to watch the game. We're not going to give up. We still believe in Kentucky. We play Saturday at 6 on ESPN. And we will see how it goes from there. So, let's look at the standings in the SEC now. Let's see how things are shaping up for Kentucky and all the other great college basketball teams. Kentucky, of course, overall, we are 1-3 in conference, 3-3 overall, and 1 SEC win. God, man. No, wait a minute. That's right, ain't it? Man. 3-1 at home, 3-3 overall, 1-3 in conference. Man, we are right there at the bottom with Vanderbilt and Tennessee. Tennessee 2-4 overall. So Georgia still has a very nice chance. How about Missouri? 5-1, 2-0 in conference. Wow. Florida 3-1, of course. They got beat too, didn't they? Yeah. Georgia. Kentucky, you know, Kentucky, they don't have a chance of really winning the East now, but they have a chance to maybe finish 500, like I've said. Maybe they can pull out 500. Let's look and see. Can they pull it out 500? I don't think they can. I think there's enough games left in the schedule to do that. Let's look at the schedule here. I don't think there is enough. See, let's say we get beat by Georgia. Overall, my prediction, people, against Georgia is going to be Georgia wins, of course. I'm going to pick Georgia, I would say, 35, Kentucky maybe 15, 17. You know, I'm going to watch the game. I still believe we have a chance to win, but if I was a betting man, you know, just like South Carolina, did South Carolina think they had a chance going into Georgia? He's like, no. Well, the players did, but the fans, did they really think they? No, they didn't. And don't pretend you did. But there's always a sliver. Just like me, like the ex-wife would say, I'm a sliver compared to Malcolm's 12-inch BBCs. There's always a sliver. You know what? I forgot about the Missouri game, since Missouri's undefeated right now in conference. Wow, 22. So Kentucky, they have a hard road ahead of them, people. I mean, realistically, you would think Kentucky can win maybe one more SEC game. We may beat Tennessee and Vanderbilt. We may win 2 of them. So we'd have to say Georgia beats us. We have to win out. We have to beat Missouri, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt to finish 500 in conference. Can it happen? Yes, it can. Is it likely to happen? No, it's not. But that's still not going to stop me from watching my Wildcats. So that's pretty much it, people. We'll see how it goes for Georgia. I mean, South Carolina beat them. I don't know how, but they did. What the heck is South Carolina's record anyway? Now I remember why I never wore this shirt last year. It's got that like fuzz that keeps coming off of it, and it rubs all over your clothes and your phone. That's why I never wore this shirt any. I was wondering how come I didn't wear this last year. Now I know. That's weird. But anyway, guys, that's the official prediction. Enjoy the games. We still have a pretty good football season left. Maybe we can finish, you know, overall. Let's see, overall we can possibly win. Let's see. Let's just say Missouri and Georgia beats us. We beat Tennessee 4, 5, 6. We can win 7 games, 7, 8 games, right? Let's see. I think we could beat Missouri, people. I really do. We'll see about that. We'll see how this Georgia game goes first, but we'll see. 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, we could possibly win 7 to 8 games if we could somehow upset Missouri or Georgia and win the games we're supposed to win, of course. Like Tennessee and Vanderbilt, and Tennessee Martin and Louisville. So we'll see, people. We got a long season ahead of us yet. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 6 games left. Long season ahead of us. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Of course, college basketball is coming up. NBA is coming up also. It's going to be an amazing fall and winter, people. All the sports will be playing at the same time. We got college football, NFL, NBA, college basketball. We got the World Series, if you still watch baseball, which I don't. Last time I watched baseball, I guess, was when the Cubs won it that year, because it was such a big story with the Cubs winning it and all that. So that was the last time I watched any baseball, really. I love baseball as a kid, people. I'm telling you, I watched baseball. My goodness. I was watching every Atlanta Braves game back when they came on TBS. Anybody remember that? They would come on TBS at least, what? Shoot. 5 to 6 days a week. Sometimes they wouldn't have a game that would be televised and it'd be on ESPN. But I would watch them 5 to 6 days a week, people. I watched every baseball game growing up. I mean, I couldn't believe it, thinking back on it. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. We'll see you tomorrow or next week with another Kentucky video. We'll see how this goes. Maybe we can shock the world. Maybe we can shock them. Go Big Blue. We'll see you tomorrow or next week or whenever. Bye-bye. Toodles. Beep, 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 beep.